Good morning, students. Myself Puneet Kumar. Today I am going to discuss a very interesting topic with you, that is crop production and management. So, before going to start this chapter, I am simply going to tell you about something that we as a human beings, we all are living organisms, so we need food. Food is very important for us because we are doing so many activities, and for all those activities, food is required. And generally, we get the food from plants or animal products. So, related to the food, there is a very important science which is called as agriculture. Agriculture is the science and art of cultivating plants and livestock. Agriculture was the key development in the rise of sedentary human civilization. Farming of domesticated species helped in the living of the people in the cities, and it provide us surplus food. And history of the agriculture began thousands of years ago, as it is well said by one of our prime minister, Jai Jawan Jai Kisan. So the process of growing, cultivating and harvesting crop is known as agriculture. Plant of same kind that are cultivated on large scale for food, clothing, or for commercial purposes are known as crop. And we can see easily in our field lot of crops are grown. Now these days you can see the maize crops are grown near your house. We all are belonging to a farmer family and we know how to cultivate a crop. And in India, on the basis of season in which the crops are grown, generally they are classified into two groups: Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Kharif crops are planted in rainy season, like this is the season which is going on, monsoon season, and harvested in October. And the example of these crops are paddy, maize, cotton, etc. Rabi crops are planted in the winter season, harvested in the March or the April, example wheat, mustard and pea. And crops plays very important role in the life of a farmer. When the crops grown in the field, when the farmer just sown the seeds and when he cut the crop, harvested the crop, that is really a joy for a farmer's family. And we know there are so many festivals which we celebrate as harvesting festivals like Baisakhi. Then agricultural practices. There are some steps which are required for the cultivation of a crop. First step, which is preparation of the soil. It involves the plowing, leveling and applying fertilizers. So when I am talking about plowing is just to loosen the soil before growing the seeds. Plowing can be done with the help of bullock, farm animals, and now these days it is done with the help of tractor. Then after plowing, leveling is required. Leveling is done with the help of a wooden plank, and then we will add fertilizer or manures to increase the fertility of the soil. Then selection of good quality seed. What is the meaning of good quality seed? Good quality seed should be clean, healthy, that should be free from microorganism, that should be free from germs, free from any infection, so that they will be able to grow properly when you sow them. Then sowing of the seeds. Planting the seeds in the soil is called sowing. This sowing can also be done with the help of an instrument which is called as plow. There is an instrument which is called as seed funnel. Seed funnel which is attached with the plow, and one by one the seeds are dropped at a regular interval. Now these days tractors are also supplied with these kind of instruments where you put the seeds and they will sow the seeds at a regular interval. Then the question comes, why there is a need of regular intervals for sowing the seeds? So that they will not compete with the other plants for nutrients, for light and for soil also. Then adding manure and fertilizers in the soil. This is another important step for growing the crop. Manures are the organic substance which are obtained from dead and decaying matters of plants and animal waste, and they add humus to the soil, so they improve the texture of the soil. They are not nutrient specific. They are not providing specific nutrient like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, but they add bulk to the soil and gradually that increase the fertility of the soil. Then fertilizers are the chemicals which increase the fertility of the soil by providing specific nutrient to the soil like NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, the fertilizer which is commonly used in India. The next step, which is also very important, irrigation. In India, we are generally dependent on the rain for irrigation, but there are some artificial methods in which we supply the water to the soil, water to the plant at regular interval and in a regular quantity as per the need of the crop. If some crop need more water, then more irrigation should be done. If a crop need less water, then less irrigation is to be done. It can be done by traditional methods or modern method. Traditional methods are irrigations including canal irrigation, furrow irrigation, chain pumps like Kul. Kul is a very traditional method which is used in Himachal Pradesh also. In Kangra, even in Hamirpur, in Palampur, we can see there is a very special kind of arrangement which is called as Kul. That is a traditional way to providing irrigation to the crop. And sprinkler and drip irrigation is a modern way of irrigation. You have seen the sprinkler system in your school garden. There is a pipe with the help of a pressure sprinkler through the water in the whole park. Similarly, drip irrigation is irrigation in which it provides the water to the roots. Then we have weeding. You see in a field, when you grow a crop, any kind of a crop, either it is a wheat, it is a maize or any vegetable crop, then you will see that some unwanted plants also grow along with the crop. And they will compete for the sunlight, they will compete for the nutrients like fertilizers and manures which you have added in the soil. So removal of weed is called as weeding, and weeding can be done with the help of either with the help of a hand or it can be done with the help of some instruments. It can be done with the help of some instrument. Just observe, this is a khurpi, which is a very common tool which is used by all of us farmers. This is used to pull out the weeds from the soil. So this is a very simple instrument which is called as khurpi. Then there are some chemicals which can also be added to kill the weeds. They are very specific. They do not provide any harm to the crop, but they kill the weeds. Then we have harvesting, cutting and gathering of the crop upon maturity. When the crop become mature, it is cut down. This is called as harvesting. It can be done either manually with the help of an instrument which is called as sickle. Again, I am showing you this instrument which I am having because we all also belong to a farmer family and we use this sickle to cut the grass as well as to cut the crop. This is a sickle which is an instrument, which is a tool used to cut the crop. And I hope you all are familiar with these sickles as well as khurpi. Then it can also be done with the help of a machine which is called as harvester. Now these days there are machines. In Himachal we are not able to see these kind of a machine because we have small fields and it is a hilly area. So step farming is done here. It is difficult to carry those machines to those hilly fields. But in Punjab and Haryana you can see these kind of machines which is also called as combine or a harvester, where you can cut the crop as well as harvest the crop and you will get the grain. Then we have threshing. Harvested crop are separated from a plant bulk stalk by beating or by machines called as threshing. Then storage is also very important. Harvested and cleaned grain must be stored in a safe and dry place. And generally you have seen in a godowns, government godowns, the wheat as well as other kind of grains are stored in a big jute bags as well as metallic containers. And with the increase of the population, several techniques are used for increasing the crop yield. We are using different kind of a variety, disease resistant variety. We are also using some transgenic crop which are not affected by drought, which are not affected by insects. I am giving you one very beautiful example which is BT cotton. BT cotton is a crop which is grown by the farmer in India, in Andhra Pradesh, and it is developed by the Agricultural Institute of India, ICARI. That is very important crop, BT cotton, that contains some bacterial strains in that, and that is not attacked by the bollworms which generally destroy the crop. So these kind of a variety are also grown to increase the crop yield. Then Rearing of animals on a large scale for the products such as milk, meat, egg, fibers, honey is also called as animal husbandry. So agriculture include both the production of the crop as well as rearing of the animals. So I hope I have cleared most of the points which is related to this chapter, as the name indicate, crop production and management. Thank you.